episode 1 of the podcast, vlog, whatever you want to call it. Today I got Jeffrey Blake Hansen.
Come on, man.
It's his birthday tomorrow, so shout out to him. But in these episodes, for a living, I help people do smart things with their money. And in today's episode and in future episodes, we're going to be learning about how people make their money. So Blake is going to introduce us to his business, what he does. I've known Blake for a long time. I'm super happy that he's invited me into his house, invited me into his business, tag along. I was able to clean some pools today. And I'm excited to show you guys a day in the life of Mr. Blake. So I'm going to let him introduce his business, and we'll go through a few things.
I'm in St. George, Utah. I own True Blue Pool and Spa. It's a service-based business that services mainly Airbnbs, but also lots of homeowners' pools and hot tubs. Most pools and hot tubs are serviced weekly or even twice a week. And so it's a subscription type business. People will pay a monthly subscription to have their pool or their hot tub serviced on whatever package they've chose.
So what experience did you have with pools before you started this business?
I used to swim in my grandpa's pool. That's about it.
And that's the thing that I think is awesome about this with Blake. And that's how any small business is. Just anything in general. You're going to be a beginner and you can't be afraid to fail. You can't be afraid to not know stuff. But there are so many resources out there on your phone. People, YouTube, Google, calling other pool cleaners, pool owners. What other resources did you tap into? Or did you call competitors of hey, how the heck do I do this?
I was scared to at first, but eventually, I found the other people in the industry that were cool, and I've become great friends with some of them. I'll talk to them every day just to see how they're doing because we relate. But also, so much online. There's Facebook groups for anything out there in the world that you want to talk to people about. I just think it's really easy for us to be perfectionists, and I've been there, where we want everything to be done exactly right. And so what does that do? It stops us from taking any action at all, But really the most important thing is that we just take action. And when we take action, it might not be perfect, but we learn from it, and we're going to fail along the way, but we fail fast, we learn, and we're able to just keep it moving forward. Knowledge is so available at our fingertips if we'll just go and look for it.
And I'd even say not that knowledge is overrated, but in a way, like Blake, you've proven that you didn't have to know everything. You didn't have to be a pool expert. You literally just had to say, hey, I'm going to show up every day and I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to work hard. I'm going to try. I'm going to learn. I'm going to ask questions. And you've built an awesome business from it.
Yeah.
And you haven't burned the business that you bought to the ground.
Not quite.
Blake has a very interesting backstory and a lot of experience in different fields, trying different things. He has done everything from pest control to e-commerce, selling bolo ties, Medicare, health insurance. He's tried it all. He's looked at a lot of different business avenues, and not only has he researched them, but he's gotten his feet wet and he's tested out a few things. But he always came back to the first business that him and one of his friends started, which was a window cleaning business where they would go door to door and get window cleaning clients. And he really enjoyed that service-based subscription model. My personal fave has got to be the bolo ties. These things are sweet. So, Blake, I'm asking you, I think it's time for them to make a comeback. It's a bad day to be a hot tub.
I love the service-based business. And pest control kind of got me thinking about a repetitive service business.
Yeah. Like that business model, how they've scaled it,
Mm-hmm.
how those companies are making so much money.
Exactly. So I moved back from Hawaii, finished up Medicare, and was planning to be in Logan.
And you mentioned something too earlier today. You said you hit on, hey, I was looking at what other successful people do. Like,
Yeah, totally.
like what else were you like thinking, looking at, like?
Yeah, I mean, there's a million ways to be successful, right?
Or like, what did you end up like, learning or coming to a conclusion to? Was it, doesn't really matter what I do, I just need to pick something?
Well, I think what I realized is like, oh, there are successful people in these unsexy businesses, you know, the pest control and the window cleaning and like, so that kind of validated my interest in these unsexy service-based businesses.
Yeah.
Like, I could actually do something legit with these. Got back from Hawaii, was planning to just live in Logan, signed a lease there, but for a couple weeks straight, just couldn't get the feeling to move to St. George off my mind. And I knew it was from God, and so I just moved down to St. George on a whim. No idea what I was gonna do down here. Kind of was looking into all sorts of different businesses down here, looking into painting and plastering and
like working for somebody, or were you looking at just like
no, just starting.
Like starting to work for somebody?
No, just starting my own business.
Okay.
When I moved down here,
with no experience, you're like, hey, maybe I'll start plastering, maybe I'll start a painting company.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like we have so much out there for us to learn anything, you know.
Yeah.
On YouTube and online and through courses.
So you kind of just had the mindset like, hey, I'm just going to pick something and I'll just figure out how to do it.
Exactly.
Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can figure it out. You can figure it out. But yeah, I had kind of seen some pool companies around and I realized how many pools and hot tubs were down here in southern Utah, and it's warm year round. And so it's competitive, like repetitive, you know, and I couldn't get that business off my mind.
The structure, you're like, hey, repetitive kind of subscription model.
Right. And then one day I just had this feeling, go to the pool supply store. Go to the pool supply store. So I like search pool supply stores near me, and I figured out there's a place called Connolly that's a pool supply store. So I drive over there, walk in. Hey, my name's Blake. Do you guys happen to know anyone interested in selling their pool business? Super cool guy named Greg. I mean, I still see him every week now. Yeah, there was actually just someone here yesterday that said they were done with it. They wanted to be out of this business. Here's their number. So he writes on a sticky note their number, gives it to me. I call them that night. They don't answer. But then like a few days later, I get a call back. Hey, this is Austin, got your message. So like I did my due diligence with him, and
so you literally are like, hey, you know anyone that's selling a pool company? I've never done anything with a pool.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I've ever done in a pool is swim in a pool.
Yes.
Okay, and then just that guy happened to have talked to somebody the day before and said, hey, this guy's actually selling his business.
Yeah, and I will say I had met with a business broker and I was looking at some other pool service businesses too before this.
Okay, but then you just had the thought of, hey, I'm just going to check out the...
I should check just the pool supply store. And yeah, so ended up working out. I got a small loan to buy the business, and after buying this business, I'll never try and start something on my own again. Because I've tried, I mean, we talked about it, right? Like I did the little bolo ties selling online, and I tried the window washing, and it went well, but like I've just realized why take so much time and effort and energy and money to get it going on my own when there's so many people out there that want to be done with their business, and I can just step into it, learn it,
start making money, pay back
right
part
away.
of the loan while you're getting paid,
not
stressed about revenue. Like you already
it's already a moving business.
Yeah, you already have
and so it's
clients.
easy to get it rolling more when it's already moving. You know?
You already have momentum.
Exactly. When it's just you starting from the get-go, it's easy for people to quit. And we see that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I did it too. It's hard. This isn't moving anywhere. I'm going to quit.
Yeah.
And so I loved buying the business for that reason. It's like it's already moving, and it forced me to learn with the business.
Blue collar pit stop, Maverick. Don't be sleeping on them maple bars though. Steak burrito, yes please. The drink of the day.
Oh, blue power, always.
Blue power, bro.
Always.
It's the little things in life. Like this steak burrito, this sauce on the steak burrito, it just hits different. And then a Mountain Dew on a hot day.
Because my clients were expecting me every week, and they didn't know that I knew nothing about pools, right?
Did they know that the business sold, or they were like tied to the brand?
An email was sent out to them that
New
ownership
management.
had transferred to me. You know, some of them saw that email. I don't think most of them ever even realized
Okay.
that the management was different. You know? A lot of my clients are Airbnbs, and so
Right.
the owners, the people that are paying me,
You've never even met them.
never even met them.
Yeah.
They're not here at these places. And so it was a journey. It still is a journey, learning about pools, the chemicals, the equipment, the filters, there's so much to it.
So you show up day one, you got a list of pools that you got to go clean.
Yeah. They gave me like a week or two of a couple weeks of training before they sold me the business. And that helped a little bit, but
But just more of like, hey, these are the things that you do to clean a pool.
so they had a piece of paper, and they're awesome. I love
Yeah.
but they weren't doing things efficiently. They had a piece of paper with every day's stop that they needed to hit and the address. And that was the first thing I'm like,
On a
okay,
piece of paper.
yeah, there's apps that will automatically direct me to the place, send an email report. And so I found the app. I got all my clients.
Your
implemented
softwares
in
and
that.
CRMs and whatever.
Uh-huh. And so that was the first thing that just made it way easier. But yeah, then it's with the servicing, the pool side, I was taught the basics enough to keep the pools surviving, you know.
So that first week, I mean, like, what did your Google searches look like? Like how to clean a pool? Like what were you doing?
How much chlorine should I apply here? How do I take this cartridge filter lid off? Why isn't my pump running? How do I turn the pump on a Hayward filter pump? You name it.
Yeah.
And it still is,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, the questions are more advanced, but I'm still learning.
Right.
I want to be the best, like I want to know everything there is about the product that I'm
and about pools.
offering. Yeah. Southern Utah. Do you own an Airbnb and your guests are complaining all the time about a dirty pool? No longer the case. Shoot us a DM right now. A free pool cleaning on us. Southern Utah, are you tired of vacuuming your dirt floor? Mention this video here. Comment below. Free vacuum cleaning on me. Hey Southern Utah, my name is Blake with True Blue Pools. I'm here with Cordell. Cordell, what has your experience been with True Blue?
My experience with True Blue has been awesome. I can't tell you how many pool people the past 3 or 4 years, and it was a struggle if they came.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't very good when they did. But if you like dependability and quality, and to have a good time too, whenever you come, then this is your company. True Blue's it. As far as I'm concerned, they're the best there is.
So you mentioned a little earlier, so you're on these like pool forums on Facebook groups, these pool groups, and you see a lot of people ask, hey, what do I need to do before I go independent and start my own business?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying,
yeah, well, I was just kind of telling you, like, I'm on this Facebook group, right, with all these pool workers around the country, and I see all the time these guys saying, I've been doing pools for my company for 3 years now. Next year, I'm hoping to go independent on my own. Or I'll ask questions on there sometimes because I need to get answers. And I'll have to show you. It's funny. I have screenshots of people commenting on my questions. Ask your boss. Are you serious? Like, what kind of question is this? I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna use my resources. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're like, dude, I'm just trying to figure this out. Cause like, once I figure it out, like, why, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I just think so many people are like those pool workers that are like, I have to go and work for 5 years, and then maybe I'll try to do it on my own. And like, sure, like that's a great way to do it if you want.
Yeah.
But I knew nothing about pools.
Has anyone's pool blown up, broken? Like, have you like destroyed anything?
No.
So I think that's the biggest thing people are scared about is like, either way, you're going to have to learn things.
Thanks for watching this first episode where we focus on how people make their money. Like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. I was trying to build Blake a hype video for True Blue Pools, but it didn't go out. And that is why I am a financial advisor and not a full-time YouTuber.